Welcome back to my hardcore Minecraft world, where so far we've survived 674 days and over 122 real life hours. I'm Smallishbeans and I'm starting to get better at hardcore Minecraft. Last time we built this massive temple here to hide our iron farm, and today we're going to be building some more. Surprise, surprise. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new and leave a like, as it really helps motivate me. Because I'm a simple man with a big ego. Feed the ego, please. Now today we're going to get started on our biggest project yet, and that involves this patch of land I'm stood on now. I've built myself a village already for my masons, but there are a lot of villagers in Minecraft, and the plan is eventually to build plenty more villages around this world for each different villager. But what we're building today is the starts of a city where we can hide farms plus have some villagers to trade. And I was going to get started right away, but I keep seeing this area here, and it's so ugly. And like the time I got distracted by building 3 windmills, I think I might get distracted again. I use this area to farm some trees and leaves. So what if I turned it into a wood farm? This might be a slightly long distraction. Firstly, let's clear out all the rooted dirt. I should also empty these into my chests. Here's a picture of my dog while I do so. Oh, she's asleep. I also fixed my tools in my Enderman farm. And now I'm ready to build my first ever wood farm. And here is every material I need. Cobblestone, leaves, redstone,
gates, slabs, hoppers, logs, redstone torch, chests, glass, redstone block, furnaces, redstone repeaters, piston, comparators, wall, dirt, observers, dropper, dispensers, lever, obsidian, TNT, detector rail, minecart, coral, slime blocks, sticky pistons,
and finally honey blocks. Sorry, needed to cough there. Now, even though for you that has taken 10 seconds, for me it took 2 hours. It involved a lot of bees and killing a lot of slimes, but we're finally ready to go. So let me build this thing, and then afterwards I'll show you how it works. So here's a time-lapse proving that I built it, but look how ugly it is. Oh my gosh, I hate the look of redstone contraptions, but I love what they do. And what this does is we put bone meal in here, and that bone meal goes through to a dispenser, that dispenser there. And when we place a sapling on this dirt block and turn the machine on, it will bone meal the sapling, and then these blocks here will crush all the leaves, leaving the log. The logs will get pushed through here, and then this TNT drooper will drop TNT, explode the logs, and collect it in our chest system down here. And the remaining saplings will get picked up by these hoppers and dispensed to us here as well. Now this works with spruce, jungle, oak, and birch saplings. Let's give it a go. It's very loud and TNT falls. Look at it fall. You ready? Now I just hold right click. It pushes it along. It gives me back the saplings. As you can see, our saplings are actually going up in our inventory. Wow, that's a lot of bone meal. I think I'm going to need a bone meal farm with how much this is using up. But look, TNT explodes the logs, go down there, collects in the chest. Ow. Let's use up all the bone meal we put in there, see how many logs we get. And we got a decent amount of wood there, but it used up so much bone meal. Oh my gosh. But it works, and that's the most important part. We'll work on the bone meal later. However, as I said, it's so ugly. Let's cover it up. But first, we headed off into the Soul Sand Valley to get some bones, because these bones can be turned into bone meal. And I got 6 stacks of bones and loaded most of the bone meal into my wood farm, and then got using the wood farm for some spruce and some birch. Unfortunately, the farm, of course, doesn't give you stripped wood, so if you want stripped wood, you have to strip it afterwards. We also got ourselves a load of deep slate and all these random blocks here from our chest system, plus some andesite, some dark oak wood, and some jungle wood as well. I then went to the end to get some end stone for blocks. I need to get a better way to get to the end, by the way. That portal is terrible. Same for terracotta, but warped blocks and warped wood, very easy to get, as is basalt, and that's everything. This is turning out to be my longest distraction yet, so let's just get on with it and build this outer building. The problem with the wood farm is that the TNT will explode the walls if you build too close, so we had to build quite a big building, and I built an unusual style. It doesn't really fit in with anything else in the area, but I like it. And it's official. We're on day 704. I mean, the distraction took 30 days and well over 5 hours, but it's done, and I'm very happy with it. I think it's turned out nicely. It fits in well. It kind of matches the style of these sort of mixed together, and I think it looks quite cool. And the moment of truth. Does the TNT drooper blow up our wall here? It shouldn't. It might blow up that torch, but I'm pretty sure. Ow. It's all good. Thank goodness. Look how much our area has grown. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. All this in 700 days. Let me know in the comments and leave a like if you want to see Lizzie along for the future for a 1000 days world tour. But enough with that, it's time to get started on our other project today, which is going to be right here. First though, we need to extend this path here over to there. And I think I have all the blocks I need for this. So I started working on the path, added a little pond here, as well as a load of poppy fields and a tree, and then finished off the path all the way over here. It doesn't look like much, and that's because it isn't much. But you can see a hole here. Ooh, Joel, what's this hole for? It's for a building. And there's some weird stuff going on here. Yes, there is. But we're going to need a lot of materials, and I've already done a material gathering montage today, and doing another one would be boring. So instead, I'm going to gather the materials off camera. Oh my gosh, did I just say that? I'm just a YouTuber. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. I can't do it off camera. I need to prove to you that I got them all. Here's one frame of every material I gathered. Okay, that was ridiculously quick. Here's it with 5 frames. Slightly better. You could kind of see I gathered some stuff. All these materials, in fact, is what I gathered. The wood farm came in very useful. But I still want to give you guys some content that lasts longer than a second. So we're going to add a new pet to our collection to go with Berry and Muddy. And I was thinking about getting myself a lovely wolf. But my bone supply is lacking. Let's find some skeletons to kill. And the best place is in the Nether. That should be plenty. Now all we have to do is find our new friend. Aha! It took 1 bone. Is that a joke? It took... Okay, we're getting 2 pets. That one took a bit more. That made this trip worthwhile. Come on, guys, let's go. I don't know why this has become the dedicated pet section. I'll have to fix that in the future, I guess. But let's name these guys. So unlike our horse, we've been giving these guys pretty simple names like Muddy, Berry. So we'll call this dog Frank, and this one Grandmaster Feces Finder Extraordinaire 3261. And the E is not capitalized, and that's really annoyed me, but I'm going to leave it that way because it might annoy you as well. Did it annoy you? I hope it did. Anyway, let's get on with our building. We've got another time lapse to come in a little bit. For this build though, I want to walk through it a bit more. So welcome back to Building with Joel. PS, little editor note for Joel, make sure to put like really cool auto tune and like music behind that, and don't leave this part in. Okay, good. We're going to start off by building a little path here, using a mix of dripstone and mud bricks. We're then going to use some stripped spruce wood to make a circle, as I really want to build with circles, and this whole village slash city is going to be based on circles. We're going to do an outside layer of spruce planks, then a layer of regular terracotta, a layer of bricks, some dirt, which we're just using as a little filler block to place stuff on, and then finishing off the center with more bricks. Next, we're going to get building the main building by using some jungle planks, leaving some spaces like this for windows where we're going to place some spruce trapdoors on the outside and some jungle trapdoors on the inside, giving us this little bit of depth. Next up, some little places to put some plants, some doors to make a little entrance, then a layer of brown glazed terracotta, and on top of that a layer of mangrove planks. And we finish off the walls with once again some jungle planks. We're then going to use some granite walls plus some fence gates to make a little border around this circle, then some fences on top of the granite walls, and now we can start on the roof, which is of course a circle. So we're going to use some oak slabs here to go round, but then we're actually going to come outside again and do another layer, a slightly wider one at that. And now I want to change it up a bit by using some birch slabs for a slightly lighter colored roof. So let's curve this birch roof up. And at this point near the top, we're going to add in some green glazed terracotta just to break the roof up a little bit. And then we can get to work on the roof again with more birch slabs. And we're going to bring this thing to a lovely point, finishing with a fence post. And there you go. Look at that. Isn't that quite different to everything we've done so far? I'm really trying out a new style here. But let's go collect some flowers, crops, and various things, and we can finish off decorating this garden. And there's too many things to walk through here, so let's just time-lapse this while we... And there's too many things to walk through here, so let's time-lapse this in the rain, which is quite sad. So I'll make sure to put on my happy voice. Yes, guys, we're so happy, we're so positive, love it. Anyway, as you can see, we're adding in some fences and some granite walls, and I can't keep that voice up. We also added in this pool here with some bamboo, some flowers around it, and some sugarcane. The bamboo will, of course, grow over time. You'll see me planting a load more in the background there, and then finally working on this field here where we put some beetroot seeds. And we end where we started, with it raining. Now, obviously, I want to fill this field up here with beetroot seeds, but beetroot seeds are quite tricky to find, so we're just going to have to wait for them to grow and then, you know, finish planting them. Oh, is the sun going down? Good, I can finally blooming sleep. Ah, that's better. Now it doesn't look as miserable. So you can see we've added in a very sort of overgrown naturey section here. We've even got a beehive in here. We got some barrels around, hay bales, some water. We'll have some melons growing on the side as well once these seeds finish growing. And we're not going to decorate the interior today, guys. Nope, we're going to leave it empty like this. I can hear the boos already. I can hear the sad voices. Nope, no interior. Instead, we're going to work on something else, and that else is the gate to our city, plus a few watchtowers and wall as well. Now, this is massive, so I would walk you through it step by step, but it would take too long, so instead we're going to time-lapse this one. Before that, though, has our iron farm been working? It looks like it. We don't really get that many poppies, though, which is a shame, as I really want to finish off this poppy field. That's going to look so good on a map. I might have to make a giant map at some point. Maybe that can go in this city. But before we have a city, we need a wall. Let's build ourselves a wall. And not only a wall, but a gate as well for said wall. And some watchtowers, starting with that one there. You can see we're using the same sort of jungle theme with lots of dark oak, greens, and like lighter roofs. I really like this style. I think it sort of pops a little bit and looks very unique. And once again, the circle theme, apart from the walls, of course, which are not circles. But that's fine. I have no idea how you would make a wall out of circles. That'd be weird. That was one long time lapse. 17 days that took, which is nearly 3 hours. So yeah, quite a big build, but look at it. Oh, baby. If I zoom in from far, oh, it is looking rather good, if I do say so myself. And rather glorious too, with shaders. Ooh. But I like building things that also look good without shaders like this. Oh. Now, although the building itself is done, there's a couple things I want to add on. We have these little watchtowers here, as you can see, which are pretty ugly inside. And we have this main gate with this bridge going across as well. And I must take myself because I want to add some villagers here to bring this thing to life. We're going to need to get villagers over to this section anyway, so we may as well start now. And luckily we have plenty of iron for plenty of rails. So I made them the ugliest dirt house that you've ever seen, placed some beds in all the towers, and then got building a path over to the village. I made sure that they couldn't escape, then placed the rail all the way over to our little house, putting on the redstone bits as well so that I don't have to push them all the way. It took quite a while, but eventually we got the rail all the way over to the little hut. So I went back over to the village, said hi to Dingleberry Dan because I haven't seen him in a while, and then collected 2 villagers and sent them off on their way down the magical rail, keeping a keen eye on them all the way along until finally they plopped into the little dirt house, and I destroyed the minecarts and then gave them a load of bread which I bought from my other villagers in my little mountain village by my base. I then placed a roof on top of them to keep them nice and secure away from scary mobs, and got destroying all the rails and all of the dirt as well. And when we got back, we had our first baby, but look at me flying. Look how cool this is. I flew into my base. All right, we have a bit of time to wait for these villagers to grow up. We want 2 in there, 2 in the gatehouse, and 2 in the tower behind the gatehouse. And if you can do maths like me, you'll know that that is 6. However, I want 8, as I want to leave 2 here for the future when we actually get working on the rest of the city. So while we wait, let's work on the transition from this area here to our new city. In particular, this patch here. And I know what you're thinking. Oh gosh, Joel's going to build more wheat fields or carrot fields or other fields. And you're wrong! I'm going to build a forest. And I was thinking what kind of forest to build. Got a lot of oak and birch trees around, but I was thinking maybe of building a dark oak forest. However, I'm going to custom design my own tree. And I want this to look really, really nice. So when you're walking past it, it looks amazing. So we're going to have like some ponds in here, lots of flowers, etc. So let me explain how we're going to build this custom dark oak biome. Now, first I went onto my test creative world and custom designed 2 different dark oak trees. One small one and one big one. I then used a mod called Lightmatica to make a schematic. This mod is good for 2 things. One, it shows you exactly how many materials you need for each tree. And if you're doing more than one, you can multiply it and it will tell you the exact amount. 2, you can load the schematic in like so and position it and design where you want to place all the trees. You can load multiple in and you can also rotate them, which makes them look very different. And there you go. We have plenty of trees ready to be built. A lot, in fact. 8 small trees and 7 big ones. And on the screen now is how many materials we need to build these. So let's go get them. Oh yeah, look at me destroy them leaves. Look at me collect that wood. Yeah, fun. And now we have all the materials, we can get building the trees, which is phase 1 of the biome conversion. Do you know what would be really nice? Me having a time-lapse where it doesn't start blooming raining instantly because it makes it look so ugly. But either way, we built loads of trees and now we have loads of trees. Time for stage 2, which is adding in water and rocks. I promise it's more fun than it sounds. Well, I think it's fun at least. Anyway, we've got some water and we've got some rock, some dripstone and granite. I also added in some little logs like this around. By the way, this is looking pretty small at the moment. In the future, I'm probably going to extend it. I just don't know what I'm going to do here yet, but the biome will extend. Anyway, time for phase 3, which is decorating the ground. Oh my gosh, all these things sound terribly boring. And to be honest, it is quite boring just placing random stuff. You can see me just running around like a madman here. Anyway, time for the final phase, which is some flowers, sugarcane, you know, bits like that. Little planty things. I'm going to have to go get a load of them, though. And I've decided I'm only going to use white type of flowers like the... Oh my gosh, rain, go away. Flowers like daisies, the bluets, tulips, and lily of the valley. Hopefully it'll stop raining by the time I've gathered them all. As well as all the white flowers, I use some dark oak saplings, plus some berry bushes and some firs. I meant ferns, sorry. But I really like using these singular dark oak saplings as they won't grow. Even if you bone meal them, they just won't grow. And this has come out rather nicely. If you walk through it, it is very lovely in here. And when you're walking along to the new city... Ooh, it does look nice just having that on the side there. Now all we need to do is place down some walls and then we will move the villagers, which I presume are all grown up now. It's been plenty long enough. Lovely jubbly. All done. Let's get these villagers into their new homes. Hello, fellas. Let's get 2 of you and send you up to the tower where you will live the remainder of your life. Have fun. Villagers number 3 and 4. Off you go. Welcome to your new homes. Where did that just... Oh, okay. I thought it teleported out. It's all good. And it's getting night, so I should be able to see... Ooh. Yes, they're in their beds. These 2 are big dummies and haven't found theirs, though. I'm sure they will eventually. And they've got out the gate by accident in the night. You stupid idiots. What are you doing? Get in there. Okay. Now stay there, you silly billies. Okay, and finally, 5 and 6. There we go. We have our watcher villagers. I think that's all the watchtowers we're going to do, because I'm not doing this again in the future. But there you have it. As the sun rises over our new city beginnings, we have our villagers chilling up here. How you doing, guys? Looking good. Please don't escape again. I will not be happy. We got a new custom biome. We've got a wood farm with a brand new massive building surrounding it. Blimey, this has been an episode. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you another time. Goodbye.